Ο Paolo Colombo είναι ο επιμελητής της έκθεσης «Ύμνος στη σκιά», που παρουσιάζεται στο Μουσείο Μπενάκη και εντάσσεται στις παράλληλες εκδηλώσεις της Art-Athina. Τον συναντήσαμε για να μας μιλήσει για την έκθεσή του, αλλά και για την Art-Athina, μια που είναι ο πρόεδρος της Διεθνούς Τιμητικής Επιτροπής της.
This exhibition, titled In Praise of Shadows, is an exhibition on the relation between traditional Greek and Turkish shadow theatre, experimental cinema from the 1920s, and 8 contemporary artists. It's an exhibition that weaves a thread between a traditional art form, an experimental art form, and an attitude that contemporary artists have today about both the reality they describe and about their technique and media. The relation between the traditional form of art, of shadow theatre, and contemporary art is both formal and conceptual. Formal in the sense that a number of these artists have employed the techniques and the modes of shadow theatre, some directly incorporating shadow theatre in their videos, and conceptual in the sense that they followed a spirit of derisiveness, of sort of radical sense of humor, which is very present in Karaiosis, in their art form, which somehow unites both the traditional shadow player and the contemporary artist today.
Ein Netz für Mädchen möchte ich fing sie dutzendweis für mich.
Another factor which seemed important to me is to choose works of artists, and I'm talking about the video works, and also the filmmakers, which are not overproduced. That maintain a very close relationship between the artist and the film that is made. Basically, each one of the artists creates these films alone, single-handedly, in a similar way as the single-handedness of shadow players of the Karaiosos was crucial and instrumental to the form of art.
Lasse deine Glöckchen klingen, dass die Hummeln ihnen singen. Das klinget so herrlich, das klinget so schön. La 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 la. Wie kann ich so etwas?
The exhibition is an exhibition on contemporary art. The shadow theatre and Karaiosis are the metaphor for the exhibition. Nevertheless, there is a part of the exhibition which is dedicated to shadow theatre. It's an introductory part. It sets the framework of the exhibition. One can say he is more than the star, the protecting God of the exhibition. I hope he is present, ever present, with his sense of humor, and he's also present I have to say with a memory, which is in a way a sad memory, dedicated to Evgenio Spathari, who unfortunately passed away a few days ago. And in a way we dedicate this exhibition to him, and therefore Karaiosis becomes again very central in the show. Like all things, it takes time to settle. Exhibitions are never a flash that comes to you suddenly, but they're elaborated over a period of time and over knowledge and experience. And as I was working in the 1990s with a number of then very young artists like Kara Walker, I realized they employed silhouettes, they employed cutouts, they employed the two-dimensionality of shadow theater, and sometimes even the technique themselves in their work. And therefore, let's say the exhibition had a long time in the making, but it all came together, I have to say, thanks to the three institutions that are hosting it, the Benaki Museum in Athens, the Istanbul Modern, and the Irish Museum of Modern Art in Dublin. There are 8 artists in this exhibition and 2 filmmakers. Let me say something about the 2 filmmakers before. They are filmmakers from the 1920s, roughly. One is Russian and one is German. The German filmmaker Lotte Reiniger is well known for her silhouette films. She actually made the first feature film, feature animation ever, between 1923 and 1925. It's 72 minutes, narrating the adventures of Prince Ahmed from the 1001 Night. It's a gem. It's truly a masterpiece. She actually also painted, hand-painted each one of the frames, so it appears as a color cinema, color film, way before color cinema existed. And it's absolutely worth seeing. It's a first ever. The other filmmaker is Polish, lived in Russia and finally settled in France, and made stop-motion films with puppets. And he's better known as one of the great trick filmmakers that is close, I think, in the spirit to shadow theater, simply because it is completely ironic. Some of his characters are as wild as Karaiosis. The artists are from a number of different countries. There's Kara Walker, who's American. There's William Kenters from South Africa, Jakob Nordström from Sweden, Christiana Sulu from Greece, Haluka Kakce from Turkey, Natalie Jurberg also from Sweden, she's also a filmmaker, and Andrew Vickery from England. Art-Athina is a great artistic event. It's an event that will showcase a number of international and Greek artists and will bring an international public to Athens, I think, at the best time of the year. It's going to be, I think, joyful and quite wonderful, with very interesting works that represent, I think, what's really going on not only in the world but also in Greece, and where I see a number of wonderful young artists and young galleries. I think there's a very interesting situation, and these events, you know, such as exhibitions and art fairs, especially when they're joined together in terms of time, are an opportunity for a wider public to be exposed to art.
Ein Mädchen Papageno sieht. Oh, so ein sanftes Täubchen der Seligkeit für mich. Wer sie